Tonight on Sports Saturday, it's Mother's Day weekend, and we're giving Mom all the sports she can handle. Could the Tide send Auburn baseball back to their room, or would the Tigers get the last laugh? Wait a minute, SpongeBob. We'll get to you in a minute. Plus, the newest NFL rookies are testing out their sea legs at camp. Could Blake Sims impress the Packers at quarterback? Yo, Adrian, you're there too, right?
I was working and trying to get better.
All right. And the Sprint Cup guys are in Kansas under the lights at the SpongeBob SquarePants 400.
I'm ready!
You heard me right.
Is this Sports Saturday?
No, this is Patrick.
No, this is.
Well, thank God we have another game.
And that's Avery. Nice try, but we still see you, Coach. The gang's all here, so get ready, because we start right now. What a Saturday. Avery Johnson was out and about in Tuscaloosa enjoying that warm weather. He tried to hide from Jen Chapman's prying eye, but Jen got him. Coach was supporting the Alabama tennis team today. We'll show you highlights and give you the results of the team's match against Clemson a little bit later in the show. With that, we say welcome in, everybody, to Sports Saturday. I'm BJ. She's Jen. And Jen, there was a very important baseball series taking place this weekend down on the Plains.
Game 2 between Alabama and Auburn. The Tide trying to stay in contention for the SEC baseball tournament. A big 7th inning for the Crimson Tide, down 1 when freshman Cody Henry sends an RBI double out to left field. Some hustle around the bases from Casey Houston and Kyle Overstreet all the way from first base. And then that gives them all something to cheer about. Chance Vincent slaps one out to right, brings home Henry. The Tide go up 5-3, but a scary moment in the bottom of the 7th. Pop-up results in a collision for Alabama. Vincent was laid out, and medical staff immediately waved in. The Tide in prayer over Vincent before he gives the thumbs up and is taken away by ambulance. His mom saying on Twitter he's stable and watched the remainder of the game on TV at the hospital. After the Tigers tie it up, Alabama's Georgie Salem with a huge triple to right. Chandler Avent scores, and the Tide go on to win 7-6. So with that and last night's 4-2 win, Alabama takes the series, but will go for the clean sweep tomorrow at 1 p.m. The deciding game 3 in high school playoffs, Gordo and Geneva, top of the 3rd, Geneva up 2-1. When Jamison Ronnie adds to that, he blasts this 2-run shot over the wall in left field. The Panthers led 4-1. On to the 4th, Gordo trying to get something going. Coy Chapman sends a chopper to short. The throw gets away, allowing a run to come across, but it wasn't meant to be for Gordo. Logan Kelly strikes out to swinging to end the game, and the season, Geneva wins 5-2. So the postseason winding down in high school and beginning to wind up in college softball. The SEC tournament over for Bama, but they had the title game tonight.
That's right. The Auburn Tigers had a shot for their very first tournament title against the Tennessee Volunteers. Tennessee's last tournament title came in 2011. Auburn up 3-0, but the Vols come right back. It's Taylor Koenig sneaking this one past the shortstop into left field. The Orange getting red, as in red hot. Then in the 5th, still down 3-1 when a costly throwing error is going to bite the Tigers. Going for the double play, but Fagan's throw cannot be handled. The Vols take a 4-3 lead. But you know what? Auburn is tough. They're resilient, Jen. In the 7th, they bounce back. Carly Wallace with the routine fly ball, right? Routine? Wrong. Oops. Casey Cooper comes in to score. We are tied at 5, and they are in extra innings as we speak. An update on who won that game tomorrow on Sports Sunday. We'll find out where the Tide goes tomorrow as well at 9 p.m. That's when the NCAA selection show will air on ESPN2. All the spring sports winding down since summer's right around the corner. The Alabama women's tennis team in action in the NCAA tournament.
They were hosting Clemson in the 2nd round today over at the tennis complex. The #1 doubles team in the country and defending NCAA champs Maya Jansen and Erin Rutliff left cheering for their teammates after falling to #4 ranked doubles team from Clemson. The Crimson Tide unable to grab the doubles point victory despite hard-fought contests in both of the other matches. As for the single matches, 34th ranked Erin Rutliff beat her 36th ranked opponent in convincing fashion, 6-4 in set 1 and 6-0 in set 2. In the #5 singles matchup, Bama's Emily Zaber won in 2 sets, both by 6-2. But those the only singles winners for the Tide as they fall to Clemson 4-2. And with the win, Clemson advances to the Sweet 16 for the 10th time in the last 12 seasons. As Alabama, the individual and singles and doubles championships will begin May 20th. So still a chance for the Tide to bring home some more tennis hardware this season.
That's right. And still a chance for you to watch more Sports Saturday coming up. Next, we're going to take you around NFL rookie camps. 2 former Crimson Tide stars stood out today. We're going to tell you who and hear from a couple of former Alabama stars. Stick around. Sports Saturday returns after the break.
Back on Sports Saturday, Blake Sims had his big tryout with the Green Bay Packers yesterday and today. Head coach Mike McCarthy told reporters that Blake did some nice things and they'll make a decision on whether he'll be signed to the 90-man roster over the weekend. He did say there was a chance he could be evaluated at a different position. We are all pulling for Blake on that one. Go Pack, go. About half the teams in the league held 3-day rookie camps this weekend, but it's not just the drafted and undrafted free agents that are participating.
Yeah, like for instance, at Packers camp, former Crimson Tide star Adrian Hubbard got a chance to make an impression, even though he's in his second year. Another guy making a huge impression, TJ Yeldon.
And he was the talk of the workout today for the Jacksonville Jaguars. He looked quick and made several big runs, as you can see there. Yeldon hasn't shown any signs of some of the nagging injuries he suffered in his junior year at Alabama, and he's making a big impression with his head coach.
Yeah, Yeldon did again. You know, he did a nice job. You know, some of the runs that he had. I thought, you know, to come out the second day like this and practice, the intensity sometimes slows up, but the guys did a good job.
The 4th overall pick in the draft, Amari Cooper, also getting acclimated to his full-time job in pro football with the Oakland Raiders. And if there's one thing we know about Amari, it's that he doesn't really like to talk to the media very much. As a matter of fact, he's a man of few words, something the Oakland media found out today. We play Count the Questions, the first being about his number change from 19 to 89.
Not really. I thought it would look better on me than 19.
Why?
I really can't even say why. It just looks like a better number. Yeah.
How does practice, you know, just a rookie minicamp practice, how does this practice compare to how practices are run in Alabama? Is it a lot different? Is it?
It's a lot shorter. It's a lot shorter.
Why was it important for you to get your contract signed and get all that out of the way so early?
Well, my agent advised me to do that, so I guess it was important to him, and I guess it was a smart thing to do.
Have you met Coach Del Rio back in Alabama with his son being the quarterback there for their 1 year?
No, I haven't met him.
A man of few words at Amari Cooper. The New York Giants have been breaking in their rookies as well. That means Alabama's Landon Collins, the second-round pick who fell out of the first round, but he's tired of talking about that. He's just ready to be back on the field. He discussed how good it felt to strap up the helmet again.
Fantastic. I mean, the biggest part of me is just being on the field again, being with some guys and playing football, which you've been waiting for your whole life, you know, and it's just a fantastic moment. That's all on them. I mean, I gotta work my way up into the depth chart and continue playing my best.
Congratulations to those guys. More Sports Saturday coming up next, including a couple of walk-offs you're going to want to see. Stay with us. Back on Sports Saturday, Sprint Cup in Kansas tonight for the SpongeBob SquarePants 400. That's right, so we're going to have some help doing these highlights. So come on in, guys.
Hi guys, I'm gonna do the highlights here. Look, they're sliding all over the course. I don't know what's going on out there. It's like they're underwater. I drive in water all the time. What's the problem, Patrick? What about you?
Oh, I don't know. I think they're getting wet out there. What's going on? All right, guys, get out of here. As you see, it was delayed a little bit by rain in Kansas. They're currently still racing. SpongeBob, Patrick.
They did a great job on Sports Saturday.
Exactly.
Welcome to the team.
Some other stuff going on today, like golf, the Players Championship out at TPC Sawgrass.
That's right. Some guys had a great time on the course today. Others, not so much. We start with one of those, Eldrick Woods, better known as Tiger. Oh, yep. He had a horrible round today. He shoots 3 over, dropping him way out of contention. But you got to give it up for former Bama golfer Justin Thomas, a blistering 7 under 65 today. He sets the Sawgrass record with 10 birdies for the round. He only was 2 shots off the lead heading into Sunday, so Chris Kirk is your leader at 10 under.
That's big time. The first of 2 Atlanta versus Washington battles in pro sports today. The first baseball. Down 2 in the 8th, Christian Betancourt ties it up with the gapper to left. That's a double. We're going to the bottom of the 9th. Bryce Harper at the dish, a runner on. Oh, walk it off, Bryce. Harper with the game-winning 2-run homer. He got covered with chocolate sauce after the game. Do you believe that, Jen?
And that is his third straight
Look at that.
game with home runs.
There you go. NBA couldn't top this, could they?
Oh, yes, they could. To the NBA Eastern Conference playoffs, same cities, Atlanta and Washington. Hawks down 3 with 14 seconds to go. Mike Muscala buries the three-pointer, and so we've got ourselves a tied game. Enter another Washington number 34, and just like Bryce Harper, Paul Pierce in the clutch. A bank shot at the buzzer for Washington win 103-101, the final. DC Rising. I think that's the hashtag.
Good day for Washington today.
As long as the Redskins aren't playing, we are good.
A lot of bad things come out of Washington sometimes. Those fans get a good
a lot of great things
I'm just saying
out.
bad things as far as politics stuff. You know, sometimes good stuff goes on. How'd you like my SpongeBob impression?
It was fantastic, especially
my kids are going to love that. The kids are going to love it.
That's it. That's all we got.
That's all we
See
got.
you tomorrow night.
Sports Sunday tomorrow night.
Good night.